These people are cynical, they're ruthless, they're morally disfigured. And if you need more proof of that, consider how they're treating poor Kamala Harris. They've abandoned Kamala Harris completely. It's shocking, really, given that just 18 months ago, these very same people were yelling at you about how lucky you were to have this historically Indian black female vice president, the very first in history. It was thrilling. They got emotional just thinking about it. Kamala Harris was that wonderful.
Kamala Harris is being sworn in, the first woman vice president.
And our first woman vice president.
We'll see our first woman vice president.
Kamala Harris will be the first woman vice president.
First woman in American history elected to national office, Vice President Kamala Harris.
Now, they're ghosting Kamala Harris like a bad Tinder date. They're pretending she doesn't exist. In effect, in doing that, the Democratic Party is embracing white supremacy. How? Well, Democratic Party leaders plan to deny Harris a job that she has earned as Democratic nominee and replace her in the next cycle with yet another, wait for it now, white man. Because it turns out, diversity isn't actually our strength. Equity and inclusion are fine if you're hiring middle managers at a big company. You would never hire a middle-aged white guy at Citibank. That's probably illegal. Same with the airlines and hospitals. We've got way too many white male pilots and heart surgeons and Supreme Court justices. The Biden administration tells us that constantly. They seem to mean it. They use DOJ to enforce their rules. Yet somehow the most anti-white political party in the English-speaking world is suddenly pushing another white man for president. How does that work? Affirmative action is essential for vice presidents, obviously. That's how we got Kamala Harris in the first place, but not for presidents. Presidents have too much power, so the usual diversity standards don't apply. We've had 46 white male presidents in a row, and the Democratic Party wants you to have another. Now, the rest of official Washington may be completely on board with this coup against Kamala Harris, who, again, earned the job. They may be willing to stand back and allow America's highest-ranking woman of color to be degraded and humiliated in the pages of the New York Times, but we're not. We believe Kamala Harris is a human being with hopes and dreams and aspirations. She's a first in so many ways. She celebrated Kwanzaa before it was even invented. Watch this montage, which we have lovingly collected, and ask yourself how anyone could stand in the way of this woman becoming president of the United States.
You know, when we talk about our children, I know for this group, we all believe that when we talk about the children of the community, they are children of the community. And so what we all experienced is on an electric school bus, on an electric bus, no exhaust, no diesel smell. It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree. This whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't thank you guys. And my pronouns are she, her, and hers.
She, her, and her?
She would look down at me and Kamala, what do you want? What do you want? And I looked back up at her and I said, freedom!
You're gonna literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes. Oh my goodness. With your own eyes, I'm telling you.
We must together, work together to see where we are headed, but also see it as a moment, yes, to together. It is the perspective of a woman who grew up a black child in America, who was also a prosecutor, who also has a mother who arrived here at the age of 19 from India, who also, you know, likes hip hop. Like, what do you want to know?
Well, what do you want to know? She's unbelievable. That is the person the Democratic insiders are tonight, ladies and gentlemen, trying to remove from the public stage. And if no one else will say it, we will. It's wrong. Despite appearances, Kamala Harris is not a disposable consumer product. She's a pioneer. Do you know what she went through trying to get a fair shake in the systemically racist country as the daughter of college professors? It wasn't easy. You know how hard she worked? At one point, she even dated Montel Williams. Few would go that far, but Kamala Harris did. Now, simply because she's a moron and no one likes her or even agrees on how to pronounce her first name, the Democratic Party is trying to throw Harris away, toss her out the window like a used Big Mac wrapper. So denying Kamala Harris the Democratic nomination in 2024 is nothing less than a form of insurrection. It's an attack on democracy and on our sacred norms. It's disinformation, probably Russian in origin. Whatever it is, we cannot allow it. And as long as this show is on the air, we won't. Tonight, we are endorsing Kamala D. Harris for the 2024 Democratic primaries. She deserves it, and so do Democrats. They created her. They should be forced to live with her.